Hey everyone, welcome back to Clever TV. I'm Dana Ward here with a UK Disney star who's well on his way to winning the hearts of ladies here in the States. It's Gregg Sulkin.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm great. Thanks for joining us today.
No problem, thank you.
Well, I want to start off, since you're from the UK, what has it been like coming to the States, and have you noticed a lot of cultural differences or what?
It's been an amazing experience. I've moved to Los Angeles now, and it's kind of been a big step for me, obviously, to leave my kind of family behind. Like, my parents are here visiting at the moment, but soon enough I'll be living on my own. So I love it, and the weather's so much nicer, the people are nice, so it's all good.
What about like words, speaking with people? Have you had some experiences with people not understanding what you're saying, or you don't get what they're saying?
Yeah, the whole time. Like, if I speak, nobody understands, so everyone's like, what? And you kind of have to repeat things like 10 times, which kind of gets a bit frustrating, but it's kind of funny.
What's one word that you say differently than we say here?
Well, like, you know, like the cool words, like,
yeah.
Like, apparently there's a word called, like, word, like, word.
Word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, if I go into a restaurant and say, oh, excuse me, please may I have some water? They're like, what? I'll be like, hey, can I have some water? So they kind of don't really understand.
You switch up the accent sometimes?
Yeah, I kind of have to, otherwise I don't get anything to drink. I starve.
So I want to hear about, you know, growing up in the UK and how you got into acting.
Well, it was kind of a strange way that I kind of fell into acting. I always used to play soccer, hence the word soccer, because I'm in America now. It's
Football.
called football. I used to play that really seriously. I used to play for professional clubs like West Ham, Tottenham, QPR. You probably won't have heard of them here, but they're kind of well-respected clubs in England. And then I had a bad knee injury when I was like 13, 14, and I went to my first ever audition to play the lead role in a feature film called 66.
So how did you hear about it?
It was in a newspaper, and my mum was like, you have to go, and I was like, why would I go? It's a kind of, well, I didn't really understand why I was going for it. The movie was about football, and I loved soccer.
Yeah.
And so I kind of went along, and then, cut a long story short, I ended up getting the lead role in a film, so.
So you booked the very first acting gig that you auditioned for?
Yeah, and also Helena Bonham Carter played my mom.
Wow.
And the cast was just amazing, so it was kind of, like, it was incredible to do that at such a young age and without even an acting class or anything, so.
Tell me about the character you played and what the movie was about.
The movie was about a Jewish boy who has his bar mitzvah on the same day as the World Cup final in 1966, and it's a true story from the director's childhood, and the character is a very lonely, kind of sad character. They really goofed me up. Like, they put glasses on me, like they gave me fake teeth, they colored my hair, which my mom wasn't best pleased about because she didn't want to see her like baby boy, kind of like not looking great. So obviously this character, his name's Bernie, and he wants his bar mitzvah to be the day when everybody takes notice of him. And because the World Cup final, when England actually won the World Cup final, because they get into the final, nobody comes to his bar mitzvah, so he's still kind of a sad little character. But then realizes at the end of the movie, well, watch it, you should rent it, it's a really sweet movie, and it's kind of a whole relationship with his father and son. So.
Okay, nice.
It's a really sweet movie.
So you switched from kind of a more dramatic role to, would you say it was dramatic?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so. It was a kind of, it was a comedy, but a tragic comedy.
I
you kind
see.
of get what I'm saying. So I did that, and then I worked for the Channel 4. But I never really had an intention to be an actor. So kind of once that happened, once I did it, I just carried on acting. And
well, I think a lot of people would be quite jealous that you go and audition for a movie, you book it, and then you're working more and working more. And you know, you actually got pretty well known back home for your role on As the Bell Rings. Can you tell us about that show, because we might not be as familiar with it here in the States? Yeah, well,
As the Bell Rings has an American version as well. The show has loads of different versions in different countries. I think Slovenia, if I'm right, Slovenia, like Spain, Australia. It went all around the world.
Oh, wow.
And so I played I don't really want to say it because it sounds really like big-headed, but
it's okay. It's a character.
the character's breakdown was a teen, like the school heartthrob, which I hate saying because it sounds really
you
annoying.
are a heartthrob.
Thank you. And so I kind of did that, and then I got obviously well known from that, and kids loved it. So that was really obviously fun to film. And then, you know, and then I kind of worked with the BBC in England as well, and Disney and Channel 4. So I've been really obviously fortunate and been working on a frequent basis.
So is that Disney show that you did back home, is that kind of how you got connected here with Disney? How was that process?
Yeah, kind of. My manager set up meetings with the Disney family, like Judy Taylor, Cornelia Frame, who've been absolutely amazing, and without them I kind of wouldn't be working at the moment here. And so I set up the meeting, my manager set up the meeting, and they knew that I did As the Bell Rings in England, and I kind of went in and smiled and tried to be nice. And then they said, obviously there was a role on Wizards of Waverly Place coming up, so I met all the producers, and it was a kind of strange experience because it all happened so fast. So it was great.
And is that when you decided to move out to LA, when you got the Wizards of Waverly Place job?
Yeah, because it allowed me to get all my work papers. My O1 visa came through that job, and it's not very easy to get that. So I thought I'd make the most of it and move, and this is where I kind of really want to be. It's where all the work is. Like in England, I might go out for one audition every maybe month or 2 months, but here you'll be sent out very often, and you know, this is what I want to do, and I really want to progress my career this way.
So would you say actors back home would really want to move to the US to do acting? Because is this like the hub from your point of view in the UK? Well,
especially for TV and film. There's theatre in England, but there's also theatre in New York. But here, definitely, I think every actor in the back of their mind wants to move to LA and, you know, see how it goes over here. Probably because they want to sunbathe loads as well, because the weather, it never rains. Actually, the other day it rained.
I know,
and my dad came, and my dad's over from England, and for some reason he always brings the rain.
He brought the rain.
I know. So Dad, not impressed. But yeah, so I love LA.
So as far as being on Wizards of Waverly Place, can you tell us about your character? I kind of heard that maybe you're a love interest of sorts.